Good morning everyone, here from the desert city of Tozeur in Tunisia, and this is going to be our final video in Tunisia. We've had an amazing time so far and we think we're going to be ending it in style because this place looks absolutely incredible. And we flew here from Tunis. The flight took around an hour. Carol's the one that knows the prices. How much was it?
It was $300 for the both of us for return. So 2 flights.
So 150 per person round trip.
Yes. And I think if you were to drive here, it would be around 5 to 6 hours just to arrive here. So we thought it would be a bit too far for me to drive all the way and then back.
So we've already been here one day. We haven't seen much, but from what we've seen so far, really liking it. Completely different architecture style here. You can see the really cool patterns. It's all like this sandy brick. So it seems to be like that everywhere. Look at this house too. The whole thing is full of patterns. So it's going to be pretty cool because everywhere that we've shown in Tunisia and Morocco so far, I guess the architecture and art is a bit similar. But I think here in this desert city, it's a completely different style. So we're going to be heading into the Medina now. This isn't even the Medina and you're already having like these cool buildings. And another day of completely clear skies.
Yeah, yesterday it was very cloudy, but today no clouds at all, so that's good.
Pretty much our whole North Africa trip has been like this. 0 clouds, perfect. So we're approaching the entrance of the Medina now. Got this really cool monument in the middle. Almost looks like a Buddhist stupa, pagoda. Not sure what it is. It's nice at night too because they have it all lit up. And this is an oasis place. There is a natural water source, so we plan on showing some nice pools and waterfalls. When we were in Egypt a few years ago, we went to a place called Siwa Oasis, which was our favorite place in Egypt, so I think this place is also going to be kind of similar to that. This part seems to be more residential right now. Got a bit of a rustic kind of look to it. I think some of these buildings are actually abandoned. Always the cats. We don't have any food. Yeah, so Google Maps says that the center is here, but it doesn't seem to be at all, so I think the address on Google Maps is wrong. There is a part with like stores and restaurants. Ah yeah, the sign. La Medina. Got a bit of information here. It says that it started to take shape by the end of the 15th century, making the first big urban center outside the oasis. In 1608, the Ottoman armies led a violent military campaign against the medieval center of Bled el Hadar, which resulted in a serious deterioration of the district. Yeah, this looks so cool. So you can see the designs are actually just different layers of bricks. That's how they've done it. All the different patterns. Yeah, to be honest, it seems to be extremely empty here. Like, there isn't actually that many stores, so it kind of seems like it's just more of a residential place. We thought it was going to be like some super touristy Medina, Also seems like they're doing a lot of constructions, like building new hotels and stuff. We did pass a big fancy hotel back there. Carol saw it, but she also saw that it's super expensive. Had like a crazy pool. And here we've got yet again another mosque, this time a really big one. This one was founded in 1690, 1691 by Mohammed Bey. So in our video in Tunis we mentioned the Beys, which were like the monarchs at the time. We actually went to where they were buried. So Tozeur is also known to be the #1 spot for date palms. It's a place that produces the most dates in Tunisia. I already found one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like completely in abundance. I don't know if this is like an official place where they plant it. There was no like entrance or anything, but there's a nice pathway. Yeah, it really is just like non-stop date palms everywhere. It's been nice during winter because they've had these yellow flowers everywhere around Tunisia that we've been going. I didn't know they'd be out here in the desert also. Yeah, this is like the perfect little nature walk.
Yeah, we don't know what this place is. We just entered. So I don't know if it's a farm or just some abandoned land.
Yeah, I got no idea. Do see bits of trash and like fires here though, so I think people do come around here. There's a chair. Maybe we're illegally trespassing. I don't know. You got this other thing here. I think that might be pomegranate. Unfortunately though, on the main roads you can see it's just trash absolutely everywhere. I think people maybe from the city just dump their trash around here. We did see on Google Maps that there are some restaurants and cafes somewhere in the middle of this area. There was some with pools, wasn't there?
Yeah, so we don't know if we can just go.
Have to make a reservation.
Yeah, or if you need to pay just to go inside. So that wasn't clear, so I don't think we're going there.
Even the Romans had some sort of like military outpost here because it was a popular place to pass through. People coming from the Sahara Desert going to the northern coast where the Mediterranean is would pass through here because of the water source. And during the Roman time it was called Tozeur, so kind of similar to Tozeur. So it turns out that there is no restaurants in the Medina, only cafes. We might go to a rooftop place after we eat here. I think they have like coffee and stuff, so it looked pretty good. And we came to a restaurant just outside the walls called Tozeur. Gonna eat some different things there. This is already different, the starters, we don't know what that is. I don't think it's like a nut, is it?
No, I think it's like a big bean.
Looks like a big bean.
Yeah, it's like a bean. It's hot. Good.
And then obviously we've got the harissa as always, and even the bread's a bit different here. It's like oregano or pesto or something.
Pesto.
Pesto.
Which you cannot have.
Yeah, I'm kind of allergic. I only ate a little bit, so I'll be fine. Carol's mixing it up.
Yes.
Carol puts harissa on everything.
Yeah, I love it. So this time I decided to try a different brick. because I love bricks. I've usually been having the tuna one, but this time I got the cheese one. So brick au fromage, and this was 6 dinars. Should I put harissa on it?
I don't know if locals do that, but go for it.
It's really good.
Prefer the tuna one or
I
this?
prefer the tuna one, but it's also really good. It's almost like the Brazilian pastel. The taste is a bit similar.
So for the main dish, I got this thing called jara, which has chicken inside, some vegetables. It's almost like a stew. And it's funny because in Portuguese we say jarra
Jarra.
for jar.
For jar.
So that comes from Arabic, I think.
Yes, that's very interesting.
And Carol got something different too.
Yeah, I need to read the name because it's a hard name. Shakshoka. Apparently it's a dish made with torn or rolled pieces of cooked semolina dough. And normally they eat with chicken, but this is a vegetarian version and the price here is 15 dinars.
And mine was 27 dinars. Yeah, it's smelling great. I think that's like a potato. Got some carrots there too. Yeah, this jara dish is absolutely delicious. I think it's the best meal that I've had so far in Tunisia. Just so tasty, whatever the sauce is on top of the chicken, like a perfect mix. How's yours?
Really good too. It's like pasta with vegetables. It's a bit spicy, but really good. I love it.
There's also a lot of sauce on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's not spicy this time. If Carol was eating this, she'd put harissa in there. So now we're at that panoramic view cafe that we mentioned in the Medina. So yeah, you definitely do get some pretty good views. This is one of the nicest squares with the rugs. And then on this side is the date palms that we walked through earlier. So I got the Turkish style coffee again, just like in Tunis. That was 3 dinars and Carol's was 4 dinars 50 orange juice. Yeah, pretty good prices. So now we're going to be making our way deep into the desert, which is the main reason that we came here. We're going to the beautiful oasis, the main attraction around here. And we got this rental car, automatic, just for one day. So it's 150. In Tunis we got a car 100 per day, but that's because we got it for multiple days. And the oasis isn't too far. Google Maps just shows about 45 minutes, so yeah, not that long. I think we have to get like a guide when we get there that'll be able to show you the best points. And we're also planning on going to a desert village, and there's even a place where Star Wars was filmed here that's supposed to be really cool. So yeah, hopefully we have time to do all that today. So we have arrived and we're doing the tour now. The guide was waiting at the car park. 30 dinars for the both of us, and he knows all the best spots to go. Looks like this is the remains of an old village.
Excuse me, friend.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome. So this is Shabika.
How many people lived here before it was destroyed?
70 family here.
70 family.
Big town in the desert. 70 family About 700 person. It's big town in the desert. Huh?
Yeah, so all this was destroyed by a flood in 1969. Pretty crazy to imagine a place like this flooding in the first place. That amount of water in the desert. So from this point you can see the original village here, and then back there is the new village that the government constructed after the flood. And here's some of the oasis. We're here in the winter, by the way, so it's only like 22 degrees maximum. Amazing scenery. Didn't realize it was gonna be so mountainous.
Look, this is the panoramic view.
Yeah, it's really
Oasis, the desert, the new city, old village.
nice.
The desert, Salt Lake left side.
So what was the cause of the major flood? Rain as well?
It's rain, yeah?
Ah, rain. A lot of rain.
It's rain, yeah. Lot of rain. Many rain is destroyed the whole Shabika.
So the guy just said that this is all shell.
Yeah, fossilized rock.
Yeah, because this used to all be under the sea.
Yeah, really crazy.
Wow, look how beautiful that shade of blue is. So it's not Photoshop, it really is that color.
No, this is really amazing. It's one of the most beautiful places we've seen in a long time. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, we've been to some oasis places before, but it doesn't usually have like that color water. Unbelievable. So this is all coming from underground, the water around here. I think he said this one is coming from beneath these rocks somewhere. Oh yeah, you can actually see it come out there. You can see the sand coming up. This reminds me of those films where it's like a foreigner lost in the desert and they see the most beautiful mirage.
Yeah, which normally is not true, it's just in their minds. But this is actually true.
Yeah, this is real. Or maybe we're hallucinating already.
Check the water temperature.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Oh, it's quite warm. It's not cold.
Yeah, I think he said that people use it to drink tea because it's already warm. Well, here's not warm enough for tea. I don't know if at the source back there it is. Got all the souvenir stalls. Oh wow. Yeah, this is the one that you see in the pictures. So we've driven about 15 minutes and we've come to another oasis town called Tozeur that I think also has waterfalls. We're gonna get a bite to eat here. There's this restaurant, I think there's one near the river too. Yeah, so this is what we were definitely looking for. You got the river flowing down there. I think you can go for a little walk. It's kind of like a gorge. And the price is great, so 25 dinars, you get all this per person. So local bread, some sort of salad, 2 different salads actually. The brick that Carol likes with egg, and a grilled chicken with fries. They have these other ones for 35, lamb. I don't think they have them right now. Camel as well. I've never eaten camel. And he's doing a vegetarian version for Carol, so that's good. Yeah, you'd expect a higher price, right?
Yeah, I'm reading some reviews from this place, people saying that they paid 40 for the menu. So I don't know if in high season it's more expensive.
Different menu.
Yeah, don't know, but it's really good price because it's basically what we've been paying for one dish only in the big cities like Tozeur. So.
And here's like 4 or 5 different things. So Tozeur also has like an old village that was destroyed by the same flood as the previous place. So we're just walking there now. We couldn't find a way to drive there. There seems to be no road. So I'm not even sure how often tourists come to this village. It is a stop on one of the tours, but if you look at the pictures, it seems like all of the photos are from the road all the way back there on the other side of the river. Didn't see any pictures of people coming in here. Yeah, it's just crazy how a flood caused all this to all the villages though in the 1960s. Must have really been some absolutely wacky rain to wipe everything out. This one seems to be even bigger than the last one. Oh wow, look at that. You can still see the paint, the arches. But we're definitely here at a very quiet time, because if you look at the reviews online of the previous place with the beautiful waterfalls, they're all saying it's a big tourist trap and that there's like hundreds of other people. And when we were there, I think we just saw 2 other couples and that was it, so it was pretty much empty. Got this ultra white building. Maybe this is the mosque. Still has a gate, this one. Seems like people maybe still visit. Can see the rugs, maybe for praying. I forgot to mention that we're right next to the border with Algeria too. That's about 15 minutes away driving. And as a spoiler, that is where we're going to be heading to next. A pretty difficult trip to plan. There's not as touristy as Morocco and Tunisia, but it does look amazing, so I think it's going to be worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this one is bigger than the other one that we saw. Another white building there, that looks like a mosque too. So we were just about to head to the Star Wars set, and then we saw a sign saying big waterfall. Still here in Tozeur, and it was only like a 2-minute detour, so we thought we might as well check it out. So once again we're in a canyon. There is another place that people visit called Midi's Canyon. We're not gonna make it right now. Yeah, I guess that's the waterfall. Yeah, here from the bottom it definitely looks a lot more impressive. There's actually like 2 falls. Couldn't see that from the top. Alright, we have finally made it to the Star Wars set. It was like an hour and 30 minutes from the last place. It's not an hour and 30 minutes from Tozeur though. We actually had to go back through Tozeur. I think it's only about 30 minutes. And this was built in the 1990s. So in the movies this is called Mos Espa, which is a spaceport in another galaxy, the home of Anakin Skywalker. Apparently it is deteriorating a bit because it's out here in the desert, right? Has the sand hidden all the time, but there's still a lot to see. So people say even if you're not a Star Wars fan, that it's still worth seeing it. It does look really cool already. Still got these things here from the film set. Quite a few of them. So it says that the remote planet in Star Wars is known as Tatooine, which is actually named after a very real nearby Tunisian town called Tatooine. Here Anakin and his mother live as slaves. So you have the stalls here, they're all selling like Star Wars things. You can even dress up as the Star Wars characters. It's funny that some of the buildings actually remind me a bit of like the dome buildings that you see in Sidi Bou Said, those kind of places on the coast. You can also do camel rides here if you want. So as always, I'll show you where we've been staying before I end the video. So this was the cheapest place that we've stayed at in Tunisia, just $30 a day. The internet is pretty good, usable, and yeah, the living room and the kitchen is all together. We ended up not cooking because the gas canister is the same one that's hooked up to the shower, so we'd have to disconnect that. So yeah, we just couldn't be bothered messing with that, but you can do that if you want. They also have a microwave, and there is an AC there because it does get cold right now. I think it was even dropping to around 8-9 degrees at night. That's why I've been using the bed covers, and we're just finishing packing up. Bedroom is also good. The AC heat doesn't really come into this room, but the covers are really thick. And then we've got boiling hot water in the shower, so that's nice too. And we've had an absolutely amazing time here in Tunisia. It wasn't a big trip. I think we were here for like 10-11 days, but we got to see a really nice variety of things. And next time that we come back, maybe we'd come in like April or May so that we could go to Djerba, which is one of the main beach destinations here, have a proper beach vacation. And there's still other places to visit on the coast. There's other desert towns as well on the other side of the country, so would like to see those. One thing to watch out for though is the ATMs here charge you a fee without even mentioning it. Like normally when we want to get money out in countries, we'll test a few different ATMs and it'll usually say like, oh, this one will charge $5 for the transaction. The ATMs here don't even give you any messages. They just straight up charge you, and then you find out later on the bank statement that you were charged. So I think we went to about 3 or 4 that were like that, different companies. Yeah, and they just charge you. There's no messages at all. So that kind of sucks. I think it's the only country where we've experienced that. And also you're not allowed to take the Tunisian currency out of the country. So like when you go into the ATMs and stuff, you don't want to get lots and lots of money if you're not able to spend it all. And the money that you get from ATMs, you're not able to exchange back into like dollar or euro. So the only way to do that would be to bring cash, exchange it, and then if you have some Tunisian money at the end of your trip, you can exchange it back, from what I understand, but you need the receipt. But I think if you get the money from an ATM and have the receipt, they won't exchange it. That's only if you did a cash exchange. So I guess that part can cause some confusion, but it hasn't really been a big problem for us. We just kept getting screwed by the ATMs though. A lot of places here do accept card, but you definitely do need some cash too. And as we mentioned, the next trip will be to Algeria. We're going to be flying there, and yeah, we did have a lot of headaches getting into that country, but we'll mention that in the first video. It's a confusing country. It doesn't really get all the tourists like Tunisia, Egypt and Morocco, and there are reasons why, which we'll go over in that next video. So if you like this series from Tunisia, just drop a like to support us, subscribe to see more videos like this, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.